Everybody ready? Yep. Do I look like danger? Do I look like a criminal's anger? Do I look like a problem when I tell them that I got them? I can even make the famous. Ooh, pull up, bring it back, come rewind. Then I pull out the cups, then we pull out the wine. I'm a rebel, you a pebble that I'm about to rock climb. Take a time bomb in California.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is going to be a sample shopping episode. This is going to be the last video in this haul from Decant Shop. Once we're done, we'll get right back on it. We got we'll have a whole nother round of these from decantshop.com. Decantshop.com, obviously the best place online for you to get samples, decants of all different types of fragrances, niche fragrances, designer fragrances, discontinued fragrances, original formulation fragrances. You're just going to get the best price possible, and that coupon code MAX12 is going to save you even more of the unbelievably low prices. You always get what you pay for, which means the fragrances are pre-measured before they're actually poured into your sample bottle. So it's just tremendous value. Now today we only have 3. Usually we have 4, sometimes we have 5. Today we're just finishing out this haul, so we have 3 fragrances to look at. The first one is we're going to start this week with another from the house of Hugo Boss's collection. And this is their higher end line. We talked about Silk Jasmine last week, which really impressed me. This one is called Velvet Amber. Now again, when these dropped, these were going for $150, and you can now find them for around $80. And Silk Jasmine, as I said, was an impressive scent. This one came out in 2011. It has 3 notes: vanilla, amber, and resin. Each of these is supposed to represent a material used for clothing. So while silk was represented through jasmine, velvet is being represented through amber. And I think this is a really nice fragrance. It's very it's dense. I get the vanilla. I think resin is sort of, vanilla and resin equals amber. So I don't know that, I don't really know that the note breakdown makes a lot of sense here, but I think it's a really nice fragrance. And I think these for $80 are just, these are great values. This is a really good scent. I would check this one out. I would check Silk and Jasmine out. I'm just impressed so far by what I've smelled from this line. Now, I don't want you to think these are very complex or daring scents, because they're neither complex nor daring. But what they are is they're simple and of high quality. And I think the $80 is well worth it for something like that. So I'm very interested to checking out more from this line. I'd love to check out their interpretation of wool through musk, and hopefully I'll be able to look at more of these down the road. But really enjoy this one. I don't know if I'd purchase this one. I think I'd be more apt to purchase Silk and Jasmine, just because I think I'm fairly well off on ambers right now. But I like this one. So the next one we're going to look at is from the house of New Parfum, and this one is called Black is Black Modern Oud. It just so happens, guys, that I have a bottle of this one. Adriana didn't know when she sent it to me, so sometimes that happens. But the funny thing is I don't have a ton of info on this scent, even though that I own a bottle. I got my bottle for $10 from TJ Maxx. I saw oud in the name, and I was like, boom. And I actually own 2 others from this house. I have the original one called Black is Black, and that one is actually quite good. It's it really surprised me. It's sort of a clean, fresh scent with a little bit of spicy backbone to it, and for $8, I think it's a nice scent. And I also own Black is Black Sport, which was a letdown. They all retail for like $10, and the notes on this one are going to be lavender and bergamot at the top, oud, cinnamon, and musk in the middle, and labdanum, amber, and patchouli in the base. And for me, guys, this is not a good scent. This is sort of, there's a trend now where these houses, whether it be Canon or Jovan, and now New, are trying to make these super cheap oud fragrances, these under $10 oud fragrances. And I think in Jovan's case, they did a decent job with with this synthetic oud, but I think for the most part these just aren't good, and you get no oud in this one. For me, this just smells cheap laundry detergent-y. There's very little redeeming about this. You know, at least with Jovan, I could say you're gonna get a little bit of what oud smells like, maybe even with the Canon, but not really. This one to me is even a synthetic oud. This doesn't do that for me. I just think this is a bad scent. You know, I mean, sometimes that happens when you're going under $10. There are a few gems, certainly stuff by Al Rehab. You know, some of that Jovan stuff, if you can find the right price, you're gonna get some decent stuff, and I'm sure there's others out there, but for the most part, under that $10 range, when you're used to smelling, you know, higher end stuff, this, or even hundreds of just fragrances of all different qualities, you can sort of really pick out what's not doing it. And for me, this one just ain't doing it, man. I think it's a bad scent. It kind of smells like a powdered donut, and not a good powdered donut, so I wouldn't recommend this one. Guys, we're gonna finish up this haul with one from the house of Mancera, and this one is called Indian Dream. I own one from this house called Oud Black Candy. Enjoy that one. You know, I don't know in retrospect if I would have purchased that or maybe gone for something else, but it's certainly not a bad frag. I'm certainly looking for that number 2. I haven't found one yet that I like enough to get my second. One that's on my list to really take another good look at is Wave Musk. I liked that one when I tried it at Min when I bought Oud Black Candy. If you're interested in purchasing Indian Dream, it can be had for around $100. Even at Lucky Scent, believe it or not, they have the 120 ml size on this one on sale. And this one dropped in 2014. And the notes on this guy are geranium, heliotrope, and orange blossom at the top, jasmine, amber, rose in the middle, sandalwood, white musk, vetiver, and vanilla in the base. Very feminine to me. This is one of the more feminine Mancera. For the most part, most of the stuff that I've smelled from them, I feel like is very unisex. I think with this one, you're gonna get that orange blossom and the jasmine and the rose. The florals really stand out in this one, and you know, you're also gonna get some sandalwood, a little bit of vanilla. But as a guy, I wouldn't jump at this one. I also don't think it's got that normal Mancera potency. It's not a great fragrance as far as I'm concerned. It's not bad. Maybe you want to try it. It's got a little bit of fruitiness to it, which I'm surprised isn't really represented in the notes at all. I don't think there's a single fruit note in this one. No, you got geranium, heliotrope, orange blossom, jasmine, amber. So no. And it does have like almost like a mole scent fruitiness. Yeah, this is horrible, but just like I don't know. This isn't one of my favorite Manceras, guys. So if I'm ranking this, obviously, yeah, Velvet Amber just blows everything else out here. 2, I'd have to go Indian Dream, to be honest with you, because at least the quality is there. And 3, I'd go Modern Oud, even though I wouldn't recommend buying either of the last 2. You might want to take a look at Velvet Amber. I think there's better ambers out there for even cheaper. So I wouldn't recommend any of these. Maybe they're worth taking a look at though for you. You know, I don't know. Perhaps Velvet Amber is at that price point, and you know, if you're a fan of Mancera stuff and you like more feminine scents, maybe Indian Dream is. So guys, that is it for this haul. I hope you've enjoyed it. We're gonna be back this week with a couple more videos for you guys. Of course, we'll do our review this weekend. Hopefully, we'll get to my barbershop video, which I'm really excited to do, my favorite barbershop fragrances, and of course that starting lineup, and then we'll have some more stuff for you guys in the coming weeks. Hope you guys, as always, enjoy. Please go to Decant Shop, use that coupon code MAX12, save you 12% off your entire order, and I'll see you guys again real soon with another video. You already know what it is. My name is Maximilian, and I must know.
I'm a rebel, you a rebel that I'm about to rock climb. Take a time bomb in California, land mine. Explode every time you run. Your legacy stay ahead of me. Everybody say they killing the game. I shoot, and you dead.